Baku nights had never felt this heavy. Back shore, the waves were quietly crashing against the coast. The city lights were breaking and shimmering over the water. But this beauty wasn't for everyone. For Kevin, this night was different. He stood alone by the shore, hands in his pockets, his gaze far away, but in reality, he wasn't seeing anything because there was a strange emptiness inside him. He had everything: money, power, influence, and yet, it still felt like something was missing. He took a deep breath. "What is this feeling?" he whispered. The vibration of his phone pulled him out of his thoughts. A name lit up on the screen. Selena. An involuntary smile appeared on Kevin's face. That name was a weakness for him. The message opened. "Where are you?" "I'm waiting for you." Kevin closed his eyes. Even her voice created a warmth inside him. "I'm coming," he said quietly. But he didn't know, this night was the first step that would change his life. The restaurant was quiet. Candlelight cast soft shadows over the tables. Selena had already arrived. She looked flawless, as if every detail had been carefully planned. The moment Kevin walked in, his eyes found Selena. Selena smiled. "You're late." Kevin sat down. "Was it worth the wait?" Selena leaned forward slightly. "Always." There was a strange attraction between them, but that attraction wasn't the same. For Kevin, it was love. For Selena, it was a game. "Kevin," Selena said softly, "have you ever thought about our future?" Kevin answered without hesitation. "With you?" "Always." A brief spark appeared in Selena's eyes. But it wasn't love. It was calculation. At the same time, in another part of the city, the lights in a large office were still on. Emily was sitting behind her desk. Documents, plans, contracts in front of her, but she wasn't tired, because she had chosen this life herself. No one had given her anything. She had built everything on her own. Her phone rang. "Father." Emily answered immediately. "Dad?" Henry's voice was different this time, more serious. "Come home tonight. We need to talk." Emily frowned. "What's going on?" "Tonight." The call ended. Emily stared at her phone for a while. A sense of unease grew inside her. This wasn't an ordinary conversation. Evening. Henry was waiting for her at home. The moment Emily walked in, she felt it. The air was heavy. "Sit." Emily sat quietly. "What happened?" Henry said directly. "They want you to get married." Emily froze. "To who?" "James and his son, Kevin." For a few seconds, no one spoke. Then Emily let out a quiet laugh, but it was cold. "I'm not an object, Dad." Henry looked at her firmly. "I know that." "Then why are we even having this conversation?" Henry took a deep breath. "Because this isn't just a marriage." Emily narrowed her eyes. "Then what is it?" "It's a union of power." Emily stood up. "I built my own power." Her voice filled the room. "I won't change my life for anyone." Henry stood up as well. "And what if you don't, and you lose everything?" Emily froze. "What do you mean?" Henry looked away. "You don't know everything." Those words stirred fear inside Emily. 2 days later, a big business event at Becky Conquest RK. Z. The most powerful people of the city had gathered. Emily walked in. For a moment, everyone's attention turned to her. She was simple, but powerful. Kevin was there too. His eyes caught Emily, and in that moment, everything changed. Kevin forgot to breathe for a second. Who is she? Emily saw him too. Their eyes met. It felt like time had stopped. The noise disappeared. Only their gaze remained. Kevin took a step toward her. Emily didn't look away. They stood face to face. Emily extended her hand. "Emily." Kevin hesitated for a moment, then shook her hand. "Kevin." That touch changed both of them, but neither of them said it. At the end of the night, Kevin was alone, sitting in his car, but this time, he wasn't thinking about Selena. Someone else had taken her place. Emily. Kevin rested his head on the steering wheel. "This is not good," he said quietly, because he understood. This wasn't just a meeting. This was the beginning. Somewhere else, far away, Selena was looking at her phone. There was no message from Kevin. Her expression changed. So, that's how it is. She slowly smiled. The game is just beginning, Kevin. Baku morning opened quietly, but inside some people, the storm had already begun. Kevin had spent the night almost without sleep. When he closed his eyes, he didn't see Selena, he saw Emily. Her gaze, that calm strength, that touch. Kevin got out of bed. What is this? He muttered. He was angry at himself, because he had never been like this before. No one had ever been able to confuse his thoughts this much. He picked up his phone, hesitated for a moment, then found Emily's number. He called. Emily was already at work. She had been running from meeting to meeting since morning. But her focus wasn't fully on work, because she was also thinking about yesterday. Kevin. His gaze had left a strange effect on her. Her phone rang. A name appeared on the screen. Kevin. Emily froze for a moment, then she answered, "Yes?" Kevin's voice was calm, but there was tension beneath it. "I need to talk to you." Emily raised an eyebrow. "Is it about work?" "No." A brief silence. "Then it's more interesting," Emily said. "Where?" "At the shore, 1 hour." The call ended. Emily put her phone on the table. She felt her heart beating faster. "This is not good," she said to herself. But despite that, she wanted to go. The shore. Backy coastline. The wind was stronger this time. Emily had already arrived. Her arms were crossed over her chest. Her eyes were fixed on the sea. Kevin saw her from a distance, and for a moment, he stopped, as if it was the first time he was seeing her. This girl was different. She wasn't trying to attract attention like Selena, but it was impossible to look away from her. Kevin walked closer. "I didn't keep you waiting, did I?" Emily turned her head toward him. "I don't like waiting." Kevin smiled slightly. "Neither do I." Silence again. But this silence wasn't uncomfortable. It was tense. Kevin took a deep breath. "I should stay away from you." Emily's gaze hardened. "Then why are you here?" Kevin stepped closer. "Because I can't." Those words hung in the air. Emily held her breath for a moment. "What are you saying, Kevin?" Without taking his eyes off her, Kevin said, "I think about you." The wind grew stronger. Emily's heart started beating faster, but she didn't step back. "This is wrong," Kevin said quietly. "Yes." "Then why are we continuing?" Kevin took another step closer. Now there was very little distance between them. "Because this feeling isn't a lie." Emily's breath faltered. This closeness, this tension. She wanted to step back, but she stayed. At that moment, not far from them, inside a car, someone was watching them. Selena. Her eyes were filled with anger. "So, this is how it is," she whispered. She tightened her grip on the steering wheel. "You dared to forget me this quickly, Kevin?" She picked up her phone. "If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Adventure, mystery, drama, and a little bit of horror, stories of every kind are waiting for you. Do you love stories full of surprises? Then subscribe and don't miss a single twist or hidden secret.